Koopa in his Koopa Kingdom was very ahead of his time because they had full electric vehicles. If you notice, so it's like move over Elon Musk. Like he's been doing it since 1993.
The kind that when you get hit by them, you will be fried to death, and your skeleton will apparently stay on the hood of the car as an ornament forever. But yes, full electric,
full electric
for the environment.
Super Mario Brothers. This ain't no game.
So much of this movie, as we go through this episode, is literally like childhood core memories. Just like neurons firing that I thought were dead, sending it through to my middle-aged brain and be like, what? Like, I trust the fungus? I remember this. Like there's so many different things in this movie that are that way that like really recharged my old man brain.
I'm gonna make a monkey out of you, plumber. Trust the fungus.
I do not remember seeing this in theaters, but I remember having the VHS. And here's what's even funny. Like when I got the DVD copy in the mail, I remembered the VHS cover, but in my brain, man, I just thought there was a little more color to it. You know, what's crazy about this movie is like in such a colorful world of Mario, this movie though took like the DC route. They don't even get their suits until there's like 10% of the movie left.
Yes. Yeah.
But the case is very much like this steel and dark, but I remember holding the DVD like I was holding the VHS as a kid. So that was my first memory of it. Definitely happened on VHS.
Goombas.
My dad used to call my brother Goomba, which would just, drive him nuts to no end. My brother hated it.
Now I just visualize him as this shrunken head, very large, like gentleman who likes to sway back and forth and go,
Did we need to report them for you? No, that's just my dad and my sister. Oh.
That's just the family generational trauma we're all used to. Welcome to the club.
I know now why you cry.
I remember them just making plumbing and using wrenches. And, I remember as a kid, like wanting to just go and turn the hose water outside and stuff like that. So that's probably one of my big ones. Just like, oh yeah, plumbing is awesome.
I have that same memory too. And there's part of me now watching it as an adult that kind of wishes that Mario in the games would have used his plumbing tools more.
Sure.
Like that it would be more of a weapon instead of shooting fireballs. He's throwing wrenches and things like
if you can dodge a wrench.
It's true. Yeah, Patches a hooligan.
You can dodge a fireball.
Instead of paying attention to the pretty princess on the screen, I was more wrapped up in her sweet crystal necklace.
Yep.
Because I collected stones and crystals and fossils. I was a nerdy kid that wanted to be an archaeologist. So I'm not even looking at the pretty princess. I'm looking at her. Where'd you get that sweet crystal necklace from? I want one of those.
Oh, I totally wanted one of those.
I do think they missed out on an opportunity with that. Because did you grow up on the movie Free Willy?
Oh, yeah.
Because you remember Free Willy, like they actually with the VHS had the whale necklace.
Yeah, and I've got it out. No, I'm just kidding.
It's funny that you mention it.
I've never taken it out.
God, I hate that whale.
Dennis Hopper as the pop quiz hotshot in Speed. I remember so vividly. I remember him as Koopa, and I also remember him as the bald guy with the eye patch in Waterworld with Kevin Costner.
Oh, yeah.
He was so typecast as this villain of the 90s.
We're doing Waterworld next, by the way, so everyone thinks this bad movie train is done. It's not. That's just kidding.
We're trying to revive all of these long lost movies that didn't get their justice back in the day.
If you like Yellowstone with Kevin Costner, well, we're giving you the total opposite with Waterworld.
He's like a turd that won't flush.
That sidekick was the sidekick in early edition, but it took me, 75% of the way movie. I finally did the finger point at him, and I was like, oh, he's from early edition. Oh, no one's watching this Mario movie with me anymore.
I remember him when I first watched him was in Short Circuit with Johnny Five. And mind you, for anybody who has seen that movie, it's a great movie, but in certain ways hasn't aged very well because he played an Indian person, and he's not Indian.
Oh boy!
And they tanned him up, and he had such a thick Indian accent in those movies. But I think the first one was like 88, 89. Like it was like, you know, they weren't, cultural insensitivity wasn't a word back then.
I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. What? You dudes don't know what dude he is.
One of the coolest parts about this movie, you know, as kids, we loved things that could make us fly. Whether it was like a jetpack, I think of the Rocketeer, these power boots. The second we saw them, it's like, oh my gosh, we want these on our feet. This is awesome.
Yeah.
You know, you could have power boots, you could have PF Flyers, or you could have the Nikes from Back to the Future 2.
Oh, well, God,
Oh, you can only pick. I know.
That is really hard. Oh,
One
my
will
goodness.
fly you in the air. One will make you think you can run faster and jump higher.
Yeah.
And the other one, you'll never have lower back pain again because they lace themselves. So you pick.
Oh, that's true. You know what? I think for just the middle-aged nature of it, no back pain sounds mighty nice.